Hi guys, Miss Navarro here, and this week, since we are learning about ocean animals, I brought a really good book by Susan McDonald called Sea Shapes. We're going to look at the different kind of shapes we can use to make animals, and then you are going to create 4 sea animals using shapes that you find interesting from the story. This is called Sea Shapes. This is a star. Can you guess what sea animal that is? Yep, that's a starfish. Great job. This sea animal was made from a circle. What animal do you think is made from this circle? Yep, it's a whale. This is called a sperm whale, and they used a circle to create its eye. Next, we have a semicircle. A semicircle is half of a circle. Now, she used a semicircle to create what? What sea animal do you think that is? Let's see. It has a semicircle top. It's blue and purple. It looks like it has a ton of tentacles. Yep, it's a jellyfish. Ooh, she here used a square to create a very interesting sea animal. This sea animal has a stinger at the back. And so its name actually starts with the word sting. Do you know what this is? It's a stingray. So as you can see, she started with the square, she turned it on its side, added some eyes, and then added its stinger in the back. Oh my goodness, this is such a beautiful shape. This is a what? That's the shape that we use to show love. It's a heart, very good. So she used the heart and then turned it upside down and added a tail to create little fish. These are called butterfly fish. And you can see that she drew the little bubbles coming out of the front. So you can draw hearts and create butterfly fish too. Ooh, let's see what she started with this shape. What shape is this? It's got 3 sides and 3 vertices. It's a triangle. Very good. It's a triangle. Now, what did she use a triangle to create? She started with 1, then added 2, then added 3, and created 3 teeth for a big old shark. It's crazy how she can use 3 little shapes to create a shark. Ms. Navarro thinks she's going to use this one in her example. But you can use whatever you would like. Ooh. This shape is called a spiral. Spiral. Now, she used the spiral and drew sand over it to create a snail. Snails have little spirals on their shells. This is called a shark eye snail, and we're going to learn more about it at the very end. This shape is a fan. It has 2 sides and 3 vertices. Now, she used the fan to create coral for a reef. Coral reefs are part of the ocean that fish live in. Let's see what sea animal this is. Let's see, it has 8 tentacles and an oval-shaped head. Correct, it's an octopus. We learned about octopus recently. So she started with the oval, and then she added 3 tentacles and kept adding them on until she got 8. This shape is a diamond. Diamond. Now, a diamond has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. She used the diamond to create the body of this sea animal. Can you tell me what sea animal this is? A lot of times we find them in oceans and we find them in lakes. It is a catfish. Yes, you might have seen some catfish if you've ever been out on a lake somewhere in Austin. I know Miss Navarro has. And you can create a catfish by drawing diamonds. This shape is called a crescent. Let's see what she's going to create with a crescent. She drew one crescent, then she drew two and heads on top of them, and then she drew fins and a tail to create a dolphin. Very good. You can create a dolphin by drawing a crescent. Ooh, this is called a hexagon. Can you say hexagon? H-X-A-G-A-N. Let's count the sides on a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A hexagon has 6 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. Very good. So she drew one hexagon in the center, and then she drew 4 around it. Then she added 2 more and drew an oval around it to create a sea turtle. Very good. It's wild that you can create a sea turtle from drawing hexagons. As you can see, the sea turtle has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hexagons on its shell. Nice. Now let's look at some sea facts. So we saw the starfish, and starfish are really interesting because they can live near the shore on rocks and in tide pools or far out in the depths of the sea. The smallest are less than 1 inch in diameter, while others grow to over 2 feet. Many have 5 or 6 arms, but some have more than 20. Hungry starfish wrap themselves around food, such as mussels, clams, or oysters, slowly prying open the shells so they can eat the tender creatures inside. We have a starfish. Next, we have a sperm whale. And remember, we created the sperm whale by starting with a circular eyeball. Sperm whales live in many tropical seas. They grow to be 65 feet long and have up to 24 teeth the size of cucumbers on each side of their lower jaws. They feed on fish, squid, octopuses, which they trap in their teeth and gulp down without chewing. Like all whales, sperm whales are mammals, not fish. They breathe air and must hold their breath underwater. When they dive, their blowholes close and stay watertight. The blowhole is what they breathe air through with into their lungs. There's a sperm whale. Next, we had our jellyfish. We created a jellyfish with a semicircle. Most jellyfish have an umbrella-shaped top and dangling tentacles with poisonous stingers on them. Some are so small you need a microscope to see them, but others grow as large as 12 feet across and have tentacles over 100 feet long. Large jellyfish sting small fish and shrimp that get caught in their tentacles. They move them up to their mouths to be eaten. Have you ever seen a jellyfish? Miss Navarro has seen a jellyfish. What was this one down here? We created this sea animal by using a square. It was very good. It was a stingray. Stingrays look like they are related to sharks. They have a stinger at the very back, and you can create them by drawing a square and turning it sideways. Stingrays are something to avoid when you are in the ocean because they can sting you with their stinger at the very back of their body. So be careful if you ever see a stingray when swimming in the ocean. Next, we have our butterfly fish, which we created by drawing a heart. Butterfly fish have flat bodies that can move easily through the narrow spaces of the coral reefs where they live. Their pointed snouts reach into small places to find worms, crabs, and other yummy things to eat. Butterfly fish are so thin that it's hard to see them from the front. And they are beautiful colors. Now we have our great white shark. We created a great white shark by drawing 3 triangles. It is one of the largest and most dangerous sharks. It grows to be about 15 feet long, and it eats all kinds of fish and debris as well as marine mammals. Like other sharks, great white sharks have no bones in their body except for their teeth. Their skeletons are made of flexible cartilage like their nose. And we created that great white shark by drawing 3 triangles to represent its teeth. Let's see. Next, we have shark eye snails, which we can create by drawing a spiral. There are many varieties of snails that come in different sizes and colors. Tropical species are the most colorful. Shark eye snails live in the most shallow sandy bottoms of the warmest waters of the ocean. They are about 1 inch in diameter and have light brown shells with blue centers that make each shell look like an eye. Although they are not very large, shark eye snails prey upon clams, oysters, and mussels. Wow. Let's see what else we have. We have a sea fan to create a coral reef, which is kind of like a soft coral that grows primarily on coral reefs in the warmer waters of the ocean. It has a flexible skeleton joined together in such a way that the currents in the ocean cause it to wave in the water. The sea fan looks like a plant, but is actually a colony of animals that all colonize together to live inside the coral reef. As the sea fan waves, all of the different tentacles catch small drifting plants and plankton for food. Nice. Next, we have our octopus. Octopus bodies are not very large. The biggest is only about the size of a basketball, and the smallest is about the size of a golf ball. With their 8 tentacles, which can be up to 10 feet long, they seem a lot larger than they are. Octopus swim slowly, but they can hide in very small spaces and change color to blend in with their surroundings. If they are threatened by an attacking whale or shark, they will squirt ink out of their bodies and sneak away while a predator cannot see. Next, we have our catfish. Although most catfish live in freshwater lakes, some live in the ocean, primarily in the waters off of South America. They grow to be about 10 inches long. Catfish have long feelers around their mouths called barbels, and that look a lot like cat whiskers. They use these feelers to sense their environment. Catfish eat a little bit of everything. When their barbels sense food floating by, they catch it with their mouths. Catfish also have sharp, poisonous spines on their fins that protect them from any creature that might try and swallow them. We created a catfish by drawing a diamond. Next, we have our dolphin, which we created by drawing a crescent. Like whales, dolphins are air-breathing mammals. They eat small fish, squid, and shrimp and grow to be about 8 feet long. Dolphins have powerful, streamlined bodies. They can swim at speeds up to 12 miles per hour for long periods of time. By holding their breath, dolphins can dive to a depth of 300 feet. Dolphins are playful. When they are not looking for food, they enjoy body surfing, diving, leaping, and sculling with their powerful tails. And last, we have our sea turtles. Sea turtles we created by drawing hexagons. Sea turtles spend most of their time in warm coastal waters, where they find seaweed and other plants to eat. Some reach a weight of 600 pounds. Despite their size, sea turtles may swim as fast as 20 miles per hour. A sea turtle can hold its breath for up to 2 hours underwater. When it needs protection, it pulls its head and legs inside its shell, which is actually made of its backbone and ribs that are grown together. And that is the last of our sea animals we are learning from Sea Shapes. So now what I would like you to do is grab a sheet of paper, and I want you to fold it in half to create 4 sections, because you are going to decide what 4 shapes you would like to use to create 4 different sea animals. So fold your paper like this, and then I want you to outline the sections using Sharpie. When you folded your paper into 4 sections, I would like you to outline it. And now you are going to pick 4 shapes that we learned from the story to draw a sea animal. So Miss Navarro has done hers in pencil, and I'm going to show you which ones I've chosen. So down here you can see that the first one I would like to do is going to be a circle. So I'm going to label the top of the square circle. That's an S sounding C. That's a 2-letter IR. Another C, O. And then an E at the end to make C sound like its name. So I have a circle right here, and I am going to make my computer set, I'm going to start by drawing a circle. Now, I know from the story that they used a circle to draw a whale. So I'm going to label this whale, W, and that's a 2-letter W sound, which is a W-H, A, L, L, and an E at the end to make A say its name. Now, I have my circle drawn, so I'm going to go ahead and draw around the circle to actually create my whale. And you can go back through the story and see how they actually drew each different sea animal. But they started with the circular eye on the whale. So I've drawn my circle, and now I can go back and color in my whale whatever color I would like. If I want to make it blue or gray or any color I would like. But I have to make sure I have the circle, which is the shape that's represented, and then the name whale. Next, I'm going to choose the heart, H, R, that's a 2-letter, E, A, R, T, heart. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw my hearts because I know from the story that the hearts represent the butterfly fish. So I'm drawing a heart upright, a heart upside down, and a heart sideways. I'm going to go ahead and give the butterfly fish another heart on the inside in its eye, and another heart on the inside in its eye, and another heart on the inside in its eye. And then I'm going to represent it by drawing the little bubbles coming out of its mouth and giving it its tail, its fin rather. So I've drawn my butterfly fish, so I need to label it butterfly, B, U, T, T, 2-letter ER, butter, F, L, Y, butterfly, F, I, 2-letter S, H, butterfly fish. And then I can go back around and decorate it. I can draw coral reefs around it or anything I want to do to create the butterfly fish's habitat. So I have heart labeled and butterfly fish. My next shape I'm going to personally decide to do is the triangle. Help me spell triangle. T, R, I, A, N, G, O, L, and then an E at the end. So I have triangle written, and I know that the triangle that I'm going to draw right here, triangles were used to represent an animal's teeth. Do you know what animal it was? It was a shark. Very good. So I drew 3 triangles to represent the shark's teeth. So I'm going to label this 2-letter S, H, R, 2-letter AR, shark. Now, once I've drawn the shark's teeth, I'm going to go around and draw the shark's body around it. So oftentimes when you are drawing a shark's bottom lip, you will start under the triangles and then go ahead around to draw its fin. I'm just going to circle this all around to create its body, its head, its top fin, and then the rest of its body. I'm going to draw an oval for its eye, and then I will go in and color it in, and I might go ahead and color in the triangles a different color like yellow and the shark's body blue. Last, I'm going to choose the shape oval, O-V, that is an O sounding A-O-L. And the oval, if you remember, was used to create an animal that had 8 tentacles. Do you know what animal it is? Yes, it was the octopus. So I will go ahead and start by drawing my oval, and then I will go ahead and draw the octopus's 8 tentacles. And then I will draw the air flowing gills on the tentacles once I have 8 drawn. And after I've drawn my octopus, I'm going to label it octopus, O-C-T-O-P-P octopus. And then I honestly might go back in and draw another octopus. So I'll start with another oval over here and then go ahead and give it 8 tentacles. So at the very end of this activity, you should have 4 shapes from the story. I chose circle, heart, triangle, oval, that you will then draw the shape. So I drew a circle here, a heart here, an oval here, and a triangles there. And then you will draw the sea animal's shape around it and then label what sea animal it was. I have a whale drawn starting from a circle, butterfly fish starting from hearts, an octopus starting from an oval, and I'm going to finish my last one over there. And then I have a shark starting with the triangular teeth. So you can pick any 4 sea animals you found from the story and then create 4 different sections where you label the shape and then the name of the animal. Once you've done that, please color it and take a picture of it and put it on the Facebook page. I cannot wait to see your work.